Hi there guys, and welcome to Kerry's Designs. And today I have a project share, and it's Kiwi Lane. And I discovered Kiwi Lane in September of last year and fell in love with it. And I've talked to you guys before about Kiwi Lane and how it is and everything. And I wanted to show you that I made this Kiwi Lane ARC folder, or I guess disc folder, and I am a Kiwi Lane instructor, demonstrator, something like that. And I will post my website, my link to Kiwi Lane down below in the description. And if you'd like to order from me, that is. But don't feel pressured to. But I made this, and sorry about the glare. I'm trying to still figure out my lighting here. But this is Kiwi Lane right here. And it says, I was born to create, and here's some other elements. And I love it because I can use my pattern paper. So Kiwi Lane is a series of templates that you use. And there's all sorts. So here's just an example of some of them. These are like the bigger borders. So there is that. And at the end, because I have my camera all set up, I will show you how I use mine and how I store mine. But I wanted to show you the book I finished. It's like from 2 years ago, but I wanted to record this in a book of its own and not just Project Life. So there's going to be some in Project Life, but it won't be as in-depth. That's why I felt that this vacation deserved a book of its own. And I used a burlap album, and this one was from Hobby Lobby because I like that it had the center part in it, and I've got to finish that part, of course. But I really like this album. I did only 8.5 by 11. My first time doing an 8.5 by 11. 12 by 12 I thought would be too much, so I didn't do that. So I did the 8.5 by 11, and I love it. So the first page is a lot like the, it's a lot like the Project Life pocket pages. I always like to add extra elements. So I like to put elements on the outside as well. So I've had this beach sticker for so long, and I finally got to use it. So I had other little stickers, and I put pictures. We got professional pictures taken on the beach by a wonderful photographer, Claire. And it's Claire's photography, and I also put her information in the bottom. And she did such a great job with it. And I just did different pocket pages and put in little elements that I like. And again, I like to layer, so that's why I think this attracted me so much, is it's the layering. So this was a page here that, let's see if I get some of that glare. Okay, ooh, now I got too much glare. Sorry, let me turn these off. Maybe that will work. That's better. There we go. That's much better. Just use natural light. So this was a page that I had done, and I just kind of wanted to trying to do two things at once. Sorry, I just wanted to kind of have a page in here and not do anything with it. So that's why I just did a blank page right there. Sorry, now I'm back on track. That was kind of rude. Here is another page I did. I found some extra pictures when I was doing this after the fact. So I did our trip down, of course, and this was the ride down. And my son, he's like, do I have something on my face? And I'm like, no. So there's the kids sleeping, and I was working actually on my Hobonichi in the car, which was great. I had my little printer, and I had my Starbucks, and I was ready to go. And of course, my husband was the driver. And then again, just our journey down. We got stuck in a traffic jam But we saw this truck and it had squirrel on it, which is like squirrel. And we just thought that was funny. So I took that. I kept a lot of the souvenirs from our trip because I knew I wanted to keep them and look back at them. And these were all free, so why not get them and use them? So I got the treasure map from Treasure Island where we went in Florida. And I put a little tab here so you can pull it out. And then here is the seashells that was in one of the catalogs that we got. And I love seashells anyways. Here's a little 5x7 page and of where we stayed. And we stayed at the Billmore Beach Resort right on the beach. And it was like a good quarter of a mile, I think, from our doorstep to the water. So it was a very, very big beach, and we loved it. So, but I think next time if we go, we're going to get a condo, because one room with 4 people for a week is not good. So, but here's the hotel. I also categorized it a little bit with what we did, what we ate, where we stayed. So, and we took pictures. So that was great. So we took pictures. We went to Bubba Gump, and I probably could tell you what the days were. They're in my journal. I just haven't gotten that far yet. So we went to, my daughter and I went to a mall, of course, and then we ate at the Friendly Fisherman, I think twice, because it was very good. It was at the John's Pass. And then the Yummies, and I did I took a picture of what we ate and one of the other restaurants we went to. So we did that. I like that. I like adding that element. Here's the John's Pass. So what we did for entertainment was, we really didn't do anything this trip. We went and basically just went to relax. So that's basically what we did. But more restaurants we ate at. We did go to a shell shop. We went to Haslam's bookstore, which I love books. My daughter loves books. My son loves books. Yeah, my husband loves books somewhat. So, and then here's a map of what they have at Haslam's bookstore. And then this is another little just page that you can put stuff in. We did spend a lot of time at John's Pass. We did like that a lot. There was a lot of little specialty shops and eateries and stuff like that. So it was really, really nice to go there. I used a lot of my paper, and I used a lot of scraps as well. This was just Legend of the Sand Dollars, and my daughter and I found a Starbucks, of course, and I took her picture here because I thought that was really cool. And then here's another little handout as well of the kids on the beach. And this beach was, let me see if I can zone in a little bit on this. The sand on this beach was this. This is a picture of the sand right here. Let's see if we get it to... There were just shells everywhere. So they didn't hurt your feet or anything, but there were shells everywhere. And so that was really, really cool. This was the night we had our pictures taken. I just took pictures of the kids just walking. So they didn't want to stop. So that's why they're a little blurry, but I kept them. I did a lot of the pocket pages on just the pictures I took, and then you'll see later, I used the Kiwi Lane on the professional pictures. But I did have fun. I didn't think I would have as much fun going back to Project Life from Kiwi Lane, but I did, and I used these stickers everywhere, and I just loved using them. You know, just to sum it, be brave, be true to yourself, escape reality, hold your loved ones close, cherish every moment, live simple but a beautiful life. I really didn't have a lot of journaling to do on these pages because we're at the beach, we're walking, blah, blah, blah. You know, so I thought that was really cool just to put little sentiments in there. So, this was a really bad storm we got, but it didn't last very long, and it was just really, interesting to watch it come in from the ocean and into land, which it didn't go into land very far, but it was black. I mean, it was just totally black, and it was just weird, wicked looking. So that was really cool. And then the sunsets there were miraculous. They were amazing. And I wanted to capture those. And again, I didn't want to take away from the picture. I just wanted to see the beauty of, of the sunset. And these were actually from our hotel room. So I didn't go down and get them from the beach, which I kind of wish I would have, but these came out amazing. Here is some Kiwi Lane that I did use because I like the colors and I wanted to combine it somehow. So I did that. And then we did go into Tampa and see, or Clearwater, and see Dolphin Tail, Winter and Hope. We went to the aquarium and saw that. So that was really cool. That was actually very nice. It was a very, very hot day, however, and there were a lot of people there, and it's all out in the open, but it was really, really neat. I'm glad we went. And it was just like the movie. It's like, oh, I remember seeing this in the movie. So, and I did a little pop-up here, so that you could pull that out and look at that. And then, this is more of just the sharks that were there. And then this is the beach. See, this is where we stayed. This is where we got our pictures taken. And this is just a nice, nice stretch of land. And then one of my best friends that I've known for 42 years, she lived in the neighborhood, and we grew up together. And she moved to Florida, and she's been up here to visit because her family's still here several times. But this was the first time we'd went to Florida to meet them. And so the first night we got there, they're like, yeah, we want to come. We want to spend the night. And I'm like, oh, okay. So they got a room, and they met us there. And so this is my best friend, Joan. And it was so nice to have her and her husband there, too. And they're so funny. So we stayed at the same hotel, and we just hung out. And it was great. It was a wonderful, wonderful thing, and I loved it. And where we ate, of course, I had to show more food, and then the kids, and my feet looking out at the beach. So here's where we start. A lot of the Kiwi Lane designs, and what I love about Kiwi Lane is it gives you the chance to use all your pattern paper. So I have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of pattern paper, and I never knew a good way to use it. Well, Kiwi Lane kind of takes the guessing work out of that. Some of this paper is a mishmash of different collections, and some of it is just those pads that you get, the what am I trying to say here? The paper pads you get, because all the papers in one of those pads coordinate with each other. And so it's really easy to get like a pad like this, and then you could use all these sheets because they all coordinate together. And that's one way to use your paper pads up. It's great. So I used a lot of my paper, which was wonderful. So a lot of this, well, probably about half, I did at the retreat, at the scrapbooking retreat, because it was, they were offering all their stuff for free, that you could use. So I used up as much as I could, and then the templates I used the most of, I bought. So I had a whole bunch of templates. But this is the Kiwi Lane, and these are some of my Project Life things, and again, Project Life. So I like this idea a lot. And again, here is another page that coordinates with this one, of course. Here's a fish that I cut out that's part of the Kiwi Lane. They've got little templates. And you could easily cut these out with anything or use stickers. It just depends. And I actually like cutting. I like the cutting process. So here is another one. Sorry about that. I had to let the dog out and blow my nose. Why my nose starts running while I'm trying to make a recording, I have no idea. But Okay, anyway, so Kiwi Lane again, and I love the colors. I just love the colors. So this is not working for me. So the colors are what does it for me. The colors, I like to pick the colors out according to the picture, but on this sense, what I did is I had made all the pages. I made all the pages, and I had no idea what pictures I was going to put on them. So that was great. So I knew I wanted to mount a lot of my pictures, and I knew I could use, I had plenty of scraps left, and I could use coordinating paper because, again, I have a lot of paper. So, and then sometimes I added the embellishments on first, and sometimes I added them on second. So, I mean, I had plenty to do. I also used washi, which was great because sometimes I'm like, how am I going to use my washi? So I used that. So here is more. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit so I can see like one page at a time. There. Is that better? I don't know. I feel like I'm not getting... Let's see, that's too much. Too much. Okay. So, again, I had cut out, you know, pieces of paper. And some of this paper is so old that I've had for a long time. Some of the paper is new. I did buy some, but like my Sassafras Lass paper, I love Sassafras Lass, and I'm very sad that they are no longer in business because this disappoints me. This very much disappoints me. So this was one of the first pictures that we had taken, and I kind of did them in order and grouped them together. So I did, see, did I do this one? I think I had already done this one, and then I just added my Sassafras Lass pictures in it, or my Sassafras things in it. This is Sassafras Lass, and all of this, and then the Sassafras Lass paper, which goes great because then you can use all your embellishments that go with the paper line that you're using as well. So it works out very nice. And here's another one. I just love these pictures. They're just, look at those little faces. I'm proud of my little kiddos. So, but I love that you can use this stuff. So again, I'd done these, pre-done these pages, and some of the, like I said, some of the embellishments I added on after, and like this one for sure I added on after. I think this one I added on after because I had just had a paper, and I thought I'm gonna put it in there and it's gonna look nice. So and this one, so you can see how different it is. These are the brackets. I absolutely love the brackets, and I thought, what in the world am I gonna put on these two pages because of the brackets? Because it's, maybe this will work better. I am trying to get this darn thing to work. Maybe because the brackets take up most of the page, but I thought this is a way for me to not try to put as many pictures on a page, but maybe put one picture on a page and focus in on it. And I love this picture because what my daughter calls this is she's koala bearing me, and it's a koala hug, and it's where she like jumps on me and she just wraps everything around me, and it's our koala bearing, and she got that, and I love it because it's one of those spur of the moment things. And okay, this one was a little posed, but you know, you gotta have those pictures every once in a while. So then also this one, I had fun doing this page, but it was a mess up because this side does not go with this side because I cut the paper wrong. But you can't tell. The only reason you're going to know that is because I told you. And again, it really doesn't matter. I also got out my creative memory cut, or when I cut the pictures, I got those out and I thought, this is perfect because I haven't used it in a long time, and you get tired of looking at, you know, rectangular pictures. So I thought this is one of my favorite pictures as well. So I love this picture. It's my husband and I, and my hair was so wild that day. Salt air, I think. So I just love this, and I love how it's framed, and it just came out so nice. So can you guys tell I'm excited about Kiwi Lane? But we'll just flip through some of these without me explaining everything. Maybe. But again, a lot of my Sassafras Lass, and then this is the end of the Sassafras Lass, the end pages of it, and I keep these all the time and use them. Again, I knew what colors I was going to use. I knew what colors I wanted for beachy kind of pictures, and so I only picked out paper that was like that. So I didn't have a lot to choose from on this scrapbooking trip, because I only brought with me what I needed. I didn't bring things for Christmas. I didn't bring things for anything. I brought things that were for a beach. So there's that. And then here's this one. And I did kind of, like, I grouped the pictures together, and then I did see which ones the pictures would go better with once I had these done. And they just came out really nice. There's this one, and I'm loving this book. And then this one. And then this page. And see, this is a really simple, this is just a scallop is all this is. It's just a scallop. And I thought these pages were nice because of the colors and the pinks in there, and so I thought that came out really nice. This one was okay. I don't know if I really liked it. I mean, it came out. So, and then I layered this stuff again. So it refreshed me. It really, really refreshed me. And I like to look back at this and say, oh, this is what I did. So this is not a Kiwi Lane. This is just a side of a paper. And it had, I think it was a lot like, let's see. Yeah. It was one like, oh sure, like this, only I cut it up into strips, so you could use it as strips. So there's that one. Now this is one of my favorites. This is what I did when I got home, because I like the colors, and I knew I had sunset pictures, so I wanted to do some sunset colors, and again, I used a lot of my Sassafras Lass, and just had fun. I love this one. I love this picture of her. It's very pretty and that picture of him, because those capture them so well. So, and that's all I've got. I have the last page, and then I had these, and I just put them in there. So that's my Kiwi Lane book for my vacation, which we're going to have another beach vacation this year, so I'll probably be doing another book. And then my Kiwi Lane storage is how I keep my Kiwi Lane, so it's always out and I can use it. You can also make cards, which I'll do more in-depth videos with, let's see, I'm trying to get this unscrewed. Okay, no, it's not going to unscrew. With Kiwi Lane, so I'll show you how to do. So if you look right here, pull that out a little bit. My Kiwi Lane storage is right there, and all it is I got the thing that they're on, the little black wrought iron thing at a thrift store. I don't know if it was for jewelry or whatever, and so I just hang them on there. And then I've also got it on a Lazy Susan, so that way I can turn it, and I love it. So that's how I keep mine. Alright, you guys, that's all I've got for right now for this video. I've got many more coming up, and I will talk to you guys later, and happy scrapping. Bye!